see, see, at this point in time, if I am that customer, I think I would rush down to the venue, or to the address rather, of this vendor, and let her talk to me one on one. Like, hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adobe. How you're doing? Hope you're doing great and hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, like, comment. Yes. So this is 2022, and I thought by now we are done with all these vendors wahala here and there. So I saw this message, or I saw this screenshot on Instagram, and I said, you know what? I think we now have to start talking about vendors week in, week out, because I do not understand why vendors will be treating so many customers this way. For crying out loud, you're a vendor because you are selling goods and services, and then you expect people to come and patronize you. But how do you treat your customers? How do you expect your customers to refer you to maybe their friends, families, when you are treating them in a certain way? And one problem also I have with clients slash customers is that a vendor gets to do something that is out of the blues. You now come on social media, you rant, and at the end of the day, you do not put the @ sign. Like, is there anything wrong with the button @ on your keyboard? Like, is that @ button not working? Even if the @ button is not working, just type the name. We would go and look for the person. We'll go and look for the vendor in question. Like, you cannot. This is 2022, ladies and gentlemen. If a vendor does not deliver what he or she is supposed to deliver, please, when you are ranting on social media, please use your @ button, so that it will help so many of us, and it will put so many of these vendors in check as well. Why I say to help so many of us, even the vendors themselves are actually customers to someone else, because you cannot deliver all the goods and services in this world. You are just a vendor to a certain commodity. You're also a customer. So imagine you make requests for A product, and then the vendor is delivering B, and then you're coming on social media and you're ranting. Why exactly are you ranting? You've told us why you're ranting. You've told us a vendor duped you. You've told us a vendor delivered a product that is not what you requested for, and you're requesting for an exchange or a refund. And because vendor is not doing that, you have ranted. We've heard you. We are ranting with you. Okay, just do us a favor and use that @ button, so that we know who that person is, and then we avoid it. We avoid such vendors. It helps us as well. Like, we wouldn't be buying from them because it's obvious that, okay, we might place an order and they will not deliver what we requested, and that will keep that vendor in check. Because if you want to say, okay, let's you go with customers, what do you even call it again in Nigeria? Customer, whatever. I've forgotten the name, but consumer service customer what is a federal body where you're supposed to like report to them if services are not appropriately delivered. You report to them and then they take it. But right now, we know that those guys are not doing anything, so it's now like we have to take laws into our hands. When I say take laws into our hands, I'm not saying you should go and fight anybody. When I say take laws into your hands, like, just use that @ button. When you use that @ button, someone like me, if I've seen it, I would not go back to that vendor and buy from that vendor. I remember this case happened early 2020/2020, and I think even throughout 2021. There's this vendor, I've forgotten her name, but she's the daughter to Ireti Doyle, I think so. She's a hair vendor. So many times, so many people will come online and say, oh, she did not deliver what they requested for, and even if she delivered, she's always delivering a lower quality of goods. And people just kept ranting, and so many people stopped buying from her. So many people stopped patronizing her. It even got to an extent, I think the mother even had to put out a disclaimer, because initially when people were complaining, she did not say anything. She said, oh, she had nothing to do with it. But later on, when we now realized that when she now realized that it was getting out of hand, she now had to put out a disclaimer out there saying, oh, she's disassociating herself from that business and all of that. So when you do things like that, when you use that @ button, people will actually not patronize that vendor again. And when other people, like during late last year, that's 2020, when people start complaining, or when someone just comes up and say, oh, I bought from this hair vendor and she did not deliver, people in the comment section will be like, where have you been? We've complained about this hair vendor 1,000,001 times, so where have you been? This shouldn't be new to you. Yes, it's not like everybody will get to see it, but when one person hears it, 3 people have heard it. When 3 people hear it, it just keeps circulating, and then with time, everybody gets to know about it. And that person is going to go out of business, because you wouldn't have customers again unless you sit up and change from that nasty behavior. So let me read out what I saw on Instagram. I think that was last night. So customer, I'm going to put a screenshot of the messages here. So I think the customer did a transfer and now asked the vendor, confirmed, like, have you confirmed the alert? And she said yes, the biker is on his way. Then the customer now responded, thanks, hello, I requested for Mexican rice, why did I get Chinese? The vendor now replied, so sorry ma. That's the problem I have with we Nigerians. I don't know if I've given you a story or not a story. I don't know if I've given you like what happened to me between me and Oraimo. I think that I'll do that. I think that will be a story time for maybe my next video, my vendors slash customer relationship buhaha next week. I had an issue with Oraimo. I'm going to do that next week. I just hope I'm going to remember. So that's the problem we have in Nigeria. You do something wrong and then the next thing you're telling me is you're sorry. What is sorry going to do? When I placed an order, I know what I wanted. I did not want sorry. If I wanted sorry, I would have known where to get sorry from. But I know what I requested for. So why are you now sending in something else? And then when I'm telling you this is not what I requested for, the next thing is, oh, I'm sorry, ma. What exactly are you sorry for? Sorry that you intentionally sent me the wrong parcel, or sorry that you just have to take sorry because it's me that is giving you sorry, or sorry that, oh, I do not value your money. I do not value you patronizing me. Like, is that what you're sorry? Like, what exactly? Can someone please explain to me what that sorry is? Because that sorry makes no form of, it makes no iota of sense to me if you ask me. So let me just continue reading the message. So sorry ma. Okay, the customer now responded, okay, why did I get Chinese though? At least give me an excuse. Like, let me know. I've listened to your story. So why did you now send Chinese though? She now said, the vendor now responded, still enjoy it ma. Are you for real? I'm asking you why you're sending me Chinese and you're telling me I should enjoy it. Like, when you sent me your menu, didn't I see Chinese there? I didn't tell you I was blind. I saw your Chinese rice there. I saw your Mexican rice there. But I opted for Mexican rice. So why in God's name are you now telling me to enjoy it? What if I ate Mexican rice, Chinese rice yesterday, and today I decided to eat Mexican rice? So why are you telling me to enjoy it? Like, what is there to enjoy, for crying out loud? It makes no sense at all. Like, she now said, still enjoy it, man. The customer now responded, I don't understand. She now goes ahead to do the unbelievable. All delicious. Like, see. At this point in time, if I am that customer, I think I would rush down to the venue, or to the address rather, of this vendor and let her talk to me one-on-one. Like, you know, there are some things people have power when they have their keyboards in their hand, when they are with their phones, when they are with their systems. You find out that they can talk, like they can say everything they have to say. But when you now come face to face, you realize that it's as if they poured cold water on their body. They are stiff. They cannot say anything anymore again. Like, how dare you? How dare you go ahead and say all delicious? The vendor now goes ahead to say all delicious. For you? In 2022? Like, you're telling me all delicious. I paid for your services. So, it is left for me to tell you whether it is delicious or not. So why are you now telling me all delicious? If you want us to taste your food, if you want us to do food tasting, then you invite us for food tasting. Then we'll tell you, okay, it's delicious or it's not delicious. That's what it should be. But no, this vendor went ahead to do the craziest thing of all time. So the lady said, I don't understand. She now said, all delicious. I got something. So the customer is now saying, I got something different from what I ordered, and there's no explanation for it. She now says, apologies. The vendor now goes ahead to say, apologies. Customer now responded, I got your apology. I just need to know why I got something different. Like, that is just all I want to understand. Why did I get something different? Can you please explain to me why I'm getting something different? And nothing. See, what vendors will always say is, I'm sorry, ma. I'm sorry, sir. It will not happen again. There will be no repeat again. But next time, there will be a repeat. There will definitely be a repeat. See, there is, when someone does a mistake, you would know. But when somebody deliberately gives you a wrong order, you would know as well. So for this instance, that it is so confirmed that she intentionally put that Chinese rice. Probably there is no Mexican rice. And then she now decides, oh, how can I reject this order? let me just give her Chinese rice. At the end of the day, I'll apologize. And then that was what she did. So let me know what you think about this. Like, if you are the client, what will you do? Personally, I'll go to that her address and let her talk to me one-on-one. Let us understand ourselves why I'll order this and she'll send it, and then she'll not tell me delicious. Like, I want to really understand. So let me know your thoughts about this whole scenario that played out. If there are other scenarios about vendors you've heard about vendors, you can send it to my DM. I'm going to my DM on Instagram or Twitter, any of them. I'm going to, or send me an email. Then we'll talk about it. If you're having any situation with any vendor, I'll get to know about it, and we'll talk about it in future or whenever you send it. So I know there are some other people that are outside Nigeria that actually complain about this vendor and their whole wahala. So if you're outside Nigeria, you're having issues with vendors in Nigeria, you can send me an email, and I'll see what I can do about it. I'll try my best and see what I can do about it. So if you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.